Like cracking the same, man. Like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use. Knowledgeito, you can't get nobody. Knowledgeito. Get into that if you ain't got into that. Like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network, man. Some news you can use. Knowledgeito, you can't get nobody. Knowledgeito. Get into that if you ain't got, excuse me, all the way into that. Get into that, man. Make sure y'all get into Crenshaw and King, man. Free the Trappers there on Crenshaw and King. Make sure y'all get into everything they got going on over at Free the Trappers, man. Rich Trapper, Trap Lottie. Get into that if you ain't got into that. So you feel me? Oh, Draco the Ruler got some new music coming out. Shout out to Draco the Ruler, man. God bless the day. 19th. What's today? 12th. Okay, cool. I heard it first. TNN Trap News Network, man. Scoreboard. Draco the Ruler coming out soon. Anyway, make sure y'all get into that new content. If you ain't got into that content, man. Crenshaw and King, Free the Trappers. Get into that if you ain't got into that. Make sure you get into that if you ain't got into that. And make sure you get into that Rich Trapper, Trap Lottie, Trap Pack over there at Free the Trappers. You also want to drop a comment because the best comment between now and 50,000 subscribers, we'll get a $500 cash app from me. $500 cash app from T-Rail over there on Back on Feed. Can you dig, my nigga? Get on that if you ain't got into that. My bad, man. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is that girl Hennessy. So I'm not sure who she is, but she is on fire right now. Let me get to these ads real quick, and I got y'all. What else do I need to tell you about? How little you care, 100,000 cash. All right, man. So look, this is what's going on, y'all. Apparently, that girl Hennessy, shout out to that girl Henny, is reading some transcripts from the game. It says, game's lawsuit backfires on Wack 100. Wack tells on himself in court. Okay. We're finna get into this.
Criticisms, news reporting, This video and its content are protected by and operate underneath the guides of the Fair Use Act. It will be used for criticisms, news reporting, possible teachable moments, but most importantly, my commentary and review. So, hey, YouTube, and anyone who gets butthurt, do not come copyright striking my channel. Also, everything in this video is allegedly, according to what has been up.
She makes sure I see that it's allegedly. It's allegedly, y'all. We don't got no fact over nothing over here at TNN Trap News Network. We just seeing what the girl Henny talking about, but let's keep going.
Alleged. Because even if we see them do it with our own two eyes, hear them say it out of their mouths with our own two ears, or read it in the court docs, it is still alleged because we weren't there, so we don't know what really happened.
My bad, y'all. All right, so I need to fast forward it. They said it's,
and we're going to get into all of that.
5 minutes and 14 seconds.
But first, let me take my glass. Dr. Tiffany. Okay, what's poppin'? LaDawn was being done. And so I went into, and everybody had heard about the story, but the game and Wack 100, they were moving money around through these shell companies, right? And everybody had heard about the story, but they didn't know how it was being done. Nobody was talking about how it was being done. And so I went into the court docs and I got it. Okay, I got it. And we broke it down. And we found out that there were corporations being put up, LLCs all over the place. And this money was going from this place to that LLC, from that LLC to that LLC, and property transfers and all of that.
Well, we already knew that the reason why the game is so, anyway, we already knew that the game had these lawsuits. That's nothing new. We already knew that they were moving property and money, and, you know what I'm saying, certain people might end up with ownership of this record and this and that and blah, 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 all in an attempt to not pay out this lawsuit from when the game had the issue with the girl when she said she put her fingers in the Woochie Wally Bang Bang. All that. We're already aware of that. We're already aware that in all type of businesses, money get moved from this place to that place to that place to this place and all that. We already aware of that too. So they say it's something good in this. Let's listen.
You missed it, child. I will do my best to remember to put the link down in the description when we're done. I promise. So there's been an update. Wack has now been added to this lawsuit. I cannot say yes. Please hit the like button on your way in.
Come on, girl.
No, baby, we ain't on Keefy D yet. I got some stuff about the Keefy D stuff. Yes, Wack has been added to the docket, and we gonna get into it. So let me get my screen. My screen is together. Let me get the watermark up, and let's get started, because I'm telling y'all right now, them transcripts is good. A good hot henny. That stuff.
I'm fast forwarding y'all.
That's not what I want. A different doc, but let me... Found you. So now we are in a different doc, but let me come over here and let me see how it's looking. Okay, so I had to use the Google Docs, okay? And I don't like Google Docs, but I had to use the Google Docs this time because I needed to highlight stuff because, baby, there's so much going on. I had to make sure that I myself could stay on task. That's not it. Where the hell is it? Oh, Lord. I don't remember. Is this the one that y'all looking at?
Come on, girl. Get it together. Come on, Henny.
Yes,
Come on, Henny.
the one that y'all looking at.
Okay.
I have so many windows open. Y'all have to forgive me. All right. Final Judgment is what we are looking at right now. And I want to put my window there. And I want to move this.
Now, if y'all want to see all these documents, management went through all this. Kid, we're doing something important right now, big dog. You got to come back tomorrow. You'll come back tomorrow. Management went through all this, and he advised me not to do a screen recording or show it because it's a lot of addresses being shown. So if you want to go look at that girl, Henny, boom, that girl, Henny, will be more than happy to show y'all everything. I'm not going to show it here at TNN Trap News Network because I don't want to be responsible for nobody woo-wops, woody-bams being put out. But we're going to all listen together. You feel me?
Like this, so we can see, and I want to be able to see y'all. So let's hope that this window cooperates with me, okay? All right.
But if it's something too good that y'all cannot see, I'm going to show y'all. Don't worry about it. Hey, y'all all been sending me this. I done got this video, no exaggeration, 18 times. So apparently y'all really wanted me to see this.
Let me get back to here. Okay. So, wait, before we go there, let's go here. Let me remind y'all. So this original case is back from 2015, remember? And when we picked up on the case, Priscilla was going after JC on, okay, which is the game. She was going after JTT Holdings.
Shout out back on Fig, man. Tell them I said much love.
F12 and Associates LLC, Fifth Amendment Entertainment Inc., and Pass Go to Win LLC. Cash M. Jones is on here. Child. And the reason why she is coming after them is for alter ego liability, voidable transactions, and conspiracy to commit voidable transactions. Now, a voidable transaction is a transaction that actually puts a block or a stop on a collector, a debtor, from collecting their funds. So she's trying to reverse the voidable transaction so that she can get her money. Okay, she said, I'm not playing with you ever.
So it sounds like she won the settlement, and from what they're being said, alleged, you feel me? Shout Bankhead Westside. The girl was owed some money, and she was trying to get the chili, and then Wack put a halt on it, and now she's trying to reverse said halt being put on it, her collections. You feel me?
My money. Run me my money, and I don't blame her, okay? So, now, just a refresher, because we're going to be hearing about defendants JTT Holdings, okay? We're going to be hearing about Wack 100. So, I'm going to run through some of this to remind you of what we've already heard, and I'm going to bring you up to speed, all right? So, let's get into this. Defendant JTT Holding LLC is a limited liability company formed under the laws of Nevada. I can't wait to give y'all this, Henny. Defendant JTT, at all materials, Taylor was the sole member of JTT Holdings. Okay?
And I believe Taylor is the game.
I want y'all to remember this part right here. Of JTT Holdings until he fraudulently transferred his interest in JTT Holdings to Jones. JTT Holdings is an alter ego of Taylor.
And if I'm tripping, I could be wrong, but is this the girl who said that the game like put his fingers inside of her, like on that dating show or something like that, like all them years ago, and this is still that situation?
F12 Associates LLC is a limited liability company formed under the laws of Delaware.
Hey, real quick, King 9888, you gonna be around for a minute, big dog? It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours on this. You gonna be on this for a second, big dog?
At All Materials, Taylor is the sole member.
Oh, never mind. Ant is in here. Ant. Yusuf Akbar, get him too. But you know what, King? You be around for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead, whatever. We gotta stay on focus with this one. It's not a live where we fucking around. Keep it real.
Of F12. F12 is an alter ego of Taylor. Fifth Amendment Inc. is a corporation formed under the laws of Florida. Now, I believe we went through some things and I showed y'all that Fifth Amendment was not operating out of California. There's a lot of shady stuff, but we'll do a video on all of his businesses opened and closed on another day. Okay, so Fifth Amendment is a corporation formed under the laws of Florida. Fifth Amendment operates and conducts business in Florida through the sole shareholder, defendant Cash M. Jones. Now, Pass Go to Win is a limited liability organization under the laws of California and is ostensibly owned by Jones. Jones is an individual and at all times alleged in his complaint a resident of Los Angeles County, California. Jones is Taylor's manager and the transferee of the membership interest in JTT Holdings.
Hey, Michael S., don't let me find out you trying to be funny for a snitch, big dog. They gonna get you up out of here.
And the property, which is the subject of the complaint. Okay? Now, if you don't know what the property is, let me make sure that this has transferred over to the one that I want it on. Yep, it has. All right. We'll get to the property in a minute. Now, let's jump down to the JTT Holdings, okay? Taylor also received direct income from Jones through Fifth Amendment through Taylor's wholly owned Nevada Limited Liability Company, defending JTT Holdings, LLC. On or about November 16th, 2014, Taylor opened at least 2 accounts at Wells Fargo Bank under the name of JTT Holdings, LLC. The account opening application states that Taylor is the sole owner of JTT Holdings and that the description of JTT Holdings business is name branding. The account statement for JTT Holdings account at Wells Fargo ending in reveals that Taylor uses JTT Holdings accounts to pay for personal expenses from January 19th to December.
So for those of y'all who ain't quite catching it, and please feel free to correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, what it sounds to me is instead of having a personal bank account, the game has all his personal expensive clothing, gas, groceries, what have you, personal things, going through this LLC allegedly, because we don't know if that girl Henny is making all this up. We don't know nothing, man. We just know that that girl Henny is on fire right now, and it ain't looking like nobody finna put her out. It doesn't look like anyone will be putting her out anytime soon. Words are hard. It sounds like everything is all in, you know, these different LLCs, but this one specifically is what the game is using for his personal bank account, what have you. You know what I'm saying? It's an offshore account broker's choice. All right, sounds good for the chat to me. Not really 100% sure about getting into that in detail on camera, but what we do have is some great information and a great possible fictitious story. It's all allegedly, you feel me? But let's see what's going on here.
From January 2019 to December 2019, Jones, through Fifth Amendment, transferred $342,649.80 to JTT Holdings account at Wells Fargo. Pause. Now, Fargo. Call $342,649.80 to JTT to December 2019. Jones, through Fifth Amendment, transferred $342,649.80 to JTT Holdings account at Wells Fargo. Pause.
Oh, they playing with that chili.
Now,
they playing with that chili. Yeah, but Kendrick, boss, we got to say allegedly, and we got to pretend like this is a fictitious made-up story. That way, you know, woo-wop, snooty bams can't be with the whatchamacallits and the ah-ah-ahs, you feel me? Because we can't never get caught up in the ah-ah-ahs. So it's all like fictitious, allegedly story. This is just good story time. Don't worry about it. Story time is hard.
I hate to do this.
I don't believe you hate to do this.
But I'm going to have to show y'all. I'm going to have to bring y'all over here. And I'm going to have to show y'all what I found, or what we found while we was digging through some records. We done found some things. Now, it seems, let me get that screen up for y'all, that there's some questionable motion with JTT Holdings. Now, I did say that I was going to hold off on this, but I figured let's get it all out the way now. Because we have a long ways to go, ladies and gentlemen. Because like I said in the title, there's a whole lot of shady shit going on, okay? Now let me share this screen.
And again, if y'all want to see everything she's sharing, y'all got it.
Here with y'all. Okay. I think I'm going to change my screen for y'all. So if it allows me, let me stop sharing for a second. And
if y'all want to watch it, it's the THAGIRLHENNY, The Girl Henny. Y'all can stop at any time. Y'all can go watch it on her if y'all want to see everything she's talking about. Right there, shout out to the girl Henny. Y'all can stop at any time and go watch her. You feel me?
Change my screen because I want y'all to see all of it. Even though that's the screen that I love the most, I'm going to share it all with y'all. Because I don't want y'all to miss a drop of this. I need y'all to see this. Now, let's see how this looking. Can y'all see the whole screen?
Damn, did I time out King 9888? I don't think I meant to. My bad. Jack, is that you, bro? I think that might have been me. King 9888 is a homie. If I did that, that's my bad. Jack, Ursa, is that you, bro? Are y'all the same page?
Looks like.
Looks like.
Okay. We good. We good to go. Uh-huh. All right, y'all gonna watch me do this.
She's typing in the officer's name.
Did I spell that right? I hope I spelled that right. If I didn't, we'll find out.
Wait. She's typing in the game's name.
We'll find out in a minute if I didn't.
Why I say officer? I think that might just be the verbiage, because it's definitely not a police. This is not a police website.
Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Yeah, this is not a police website at all.
Oh, the game. J-A-Y. Now, you see, JTT Holdings does show up on the screen. However, the business has since been dissolved.
Okay.
But let's take a...
But if you know anything about LLCs, you'll know that they get dissolved. So that's not really saying too much. You feel me?
Look at some of the things that we can see. No, they didn't just play me like that. Okay. All right. Now, at some of the things that we can see. So what we do see is that the business has been dissolved. And the last annual report that they got was on 11/30 of 2022. This business was formed in November 20th of 2014. Okay? It's resigned. This business is resigned. It is closed down. It is no longer in standing. Okay? Oops, I didn't mean to show that, but it's there. I can't do nothing about that. There's something I want to say. Filing history. Let's go there first. This is the filing history of everything that has happened. So as you can see, if you can't see, this is where the articles of information were formed, and that is on November 20th of 2014. And this is the initial list of everything. And it's only one page, but guess what? We can't see nothing. Can't see nothing. There's nothing there to show, right? So then we go down to the annual list of things, and that's one page, and we request to see, and we don't see nothing, right? Then we go on over here to the next annual. It's external, which means it's, you know, I guess it's not here. This is what I'm thinking. But when we go here on October 23rd of 2017, resignation of...
Okay, so they telling me that where it get good is at 1 hour and 14 minutes. That's really good, y'all. It's a lot of legal jargon. But apparently at 1 hour and 14 minutes is where Henny reads Wack's transcripts from court where he admits that he wants his artists to be in trouble so they keep depending on him and has harsh criticisms about the game. That's where we at right now.
But you happen to be in town because your wife had discussed with Mr. William. Again, she's trying to be nosy, but anything counts, at least to my action to the degree. Am I right by this? Is that what you're saying? The attorney, Mr. Part of the law, and no tap dancing. He ain't been tap dancing at all this time. Now you want to start tap dancing because Wack in the court. You scared? Don't be scared. Mr. Williams, the gist would have been no, Your Honor, that he was not going to give the stuff because it is his.
All right, well, Jax, if you're going to be in there crying, bro, we're going to get you out of there, bro, because we don't want to hear none of that complaining, my nigga. Like, niggas said if they did it to you, it was an accident, bro. You tripping, you all in the comments going crazy and all that kind of stuff. Chill out with all that, my nigga.
Company, and his company is not...
Like, here go the thing about the YouTube real quick, y'all. Video, y'all don't understand what's going on because it's all chat going on right here. What might have happened, what might not have happened was bro got accidentally put in timeout on a live. You feel me? If I said it, then I said, if I did it, that was my bad. You know what I'm saying? We really was going through this content or whatever, but I look up in the chat and it's just a lot of whining and complaining and bitching. Like, my nigga, it don't matter how supportive you are. Niggas don't support no whiny, bitchy ass nigga. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's all good. Like, it wasn't even that serious. It wasn't even that serious. And then I asked, was it you? Because he was on another account and I was finna just throw the mod to that one. But like now niggas is all whiny. We trying to get through this shit, bro. And I got therapy in fucking 57 minutes. So in 57 minutes, I gotta go anyway. I'm trying to give you all this news you can use and knowledge you can't get in college. I gotta go to therapy. And then I got a consultation from 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock. So I got therapy at 5, a consultation at 6 to 8 because somebody wanna know how to do what I do and you gotta pay me for that. And then I can come back and finish giving y'all this. I'm just trying to get through this shit, bro. And you over here bitching and complaining about this shit. Like, man, shut the fuck up and watch the goddamn video. We trying to give y'all real news you can use, real knowledge you can't get in college over a fucking accident. If a nigga just would have been like, hey, yeah, that was me, I would have again said my fault. Like I said 3 times already. Hey, my bad, my bad, my bad. I said it 3 times, my nigga. With a But let's see the video.
Subject to the present lawsuit. At the time, it may not have been, but baby, it's part of the lawsuit now. The court. Okay, so Mr. Jones, according to you, and I can hear from Mr. Jones in a second. According to Mr. Williams, who is Mr. Taylor's attorney, Mr. Jones refused to give Mr. Taylor or you the information regarding the house payments, the car payments, and the attorney fee payments that Fifth Amendment made on behalf of Mr. Taylor. Is that what you're saying? Mr. Williams said, I suppose that would be correct, Your Honor. And the court said, okay.
86,000 seconds, that nigga too long.
I'm entertained by this. Let me come over here. Are y'all entertained? It do. Is he going to give you the stuff or not? No, he's not going to give me the stuff. Am I hearing you correctly that he said he ain't going to give you the stuff? entertained right now. I don't know about y'all, but I am entertained, honey. Ooh. All right, Mr. Williams, the conversation did not go directly that way, Your Honor, and Mr. Jones has the right as to objection to the subpoena. I don't know if he was subpoenaed. He knows Mr. Taylor was ordered to produce documents, which he did do. Mr. Jones was not ordered or subpoenaed by other side, or at least to my knowledge, not subpoenaed. But Mr. Taylor does not have access to those documents, could not produce those documents, and I believe that Mr. Jones will explain his company and all of that to the court at this time. Now, pause for a second, because at the end of the day, if the game submitted his paperwork, right? Shouldn't it show some type of transfer into his accounts from Wack to him? Because in a way, I'm not saying that Wack is wrong for not giving up his business accounts. Because at the end of the day,
if he was smart, he'd never give up those business accounts. That is not actually illegal. That's actually a common business practice. So that has nothing to really do with the price of tea in China. That can't be saying like, oh, he's this, he's that. That's actually a really smart business move, and it does speak to his business education. But, for whatever reason, she brought it up, so we're going to see why.
Submitting those transactions to the court, that means you're putting your whole business of your business out there that has nothing to do with the case. So
the timestamp I'm at right now is 1 minute, 13 seconds. 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 47 seconds. 1 hour, 13 seconds, 47 minutes. I am smacked. No back on Fig. 1 hour, 13 minutes, 47 seconds. 1 hour, 13 minutes, 47 seconds. That is the timestamp I'm at right now.
He's not doing anything improper by not giving up his records, but he may not have been subpoenaed. We'll find out as we read on. But I wouldn't give up on my records either, because you can get that information from the game stuff. Y'all just trying to be nosy, but I'm here for it because I'm nosy too. Anyway, let's continue. Okay. The court's okay, Mr. Jones, the floor is yours. Again, you do. I'm not forcing. You do. That's what the judge said. Again, you do. I'm not forcing you to say anything. If you would like to address what I just discussed with Mr. Williams, you are certainly entitled to do so. The court reporter, can I get your full name? Cash Jones. And Mr. Williams explained that you reside in LA, but you happen to be in town because your wife has a speaking engagement at the Prudential, and that you learned of this hearing and wanted to come. Mr. Jones. I'm just going to call him Wack, because we know him as Wack. We don't know him as no goddamn Mr. Jones. Okay, you're lucky I don't call you duty shooter. Mr. Jones, I literally just landed. My driver is outside. I'm here
duty shooter as well.
For one night with my wife. She has a speaking engagement tonight as well as tomorrow. I won't make tomorrow, so I came tonight. I have a flight out that leaves about 8, 9 in the morning going to Miami. We didn't ask you all of that, sir. So I'm literally, I have my flight records to prove it. Nobody asked you that, Wack.
Appreciate you for watching on TikTok, and I do still box, yes.
All of that, sir. So I'm literally, I have my flight records to prove it. Nobody asked you that, Wack. The judge, okay, Wack. I don't work for nobody. I broker dozens of deals for 4 or 5 different labels. Live Nation, Nick Masters, the chairman of Live Nation, dozen others. Why? Because in the urban side of music, I can get direct. I can get cheaper prices, so this is all it is. Now, I have no contracts with not one of my artists. Not one. Pause. Haven't we been hearing that Blueface is in contract? Didn't they talk about him having a contract? Didn't they say Blueface have a contract? Didn't he sign a 360 deal, allegedly? But now you saying you don't have no contracts with not one of your artists, so what did he sign? I digress. Let's keep going, because it gets worse. Wait till y'all hear this shit.
Had to go get my matcha. I drink matcha. Hey, fellas, look, especially if you in the hood. Hey, bro, fire. Especially you trying to be around a little woo-wop real quick. You got a little 1-2 step. You trying to show that you about something a little bit different. Go to Starbucks, right? Get you a matcha. I got good AC. So right now, where I'm at is 62 degrees. I got good AC. A warm matcha actually makes sense. But where you at, you might not have good AC. You might need to get you an iced matcha. But look, though, get it from Starbucks. Get you an iced matcha with some cinnamon in it and some dulce sprinkles and all that. Tell them to blend it with the cinnamon and the dulce sprinkles. Oat milk, because we don't do dairy. It's a woo-wop. It's a 1-2 step, bro. I promise you. It's a promise you. Tell them to pour. And then this is how you do it. You tell them you want it with no ice, and then you get a cup with ice. That way you don't never, you know what I'm saying, get cheated, because Starbucks will cheat you, big dog. Free game. Free game. Trap facts.
But what I will do at times with these artists are with...
Hey, and keep in mind, though, everywhere you go, don't got sweet matcha. So when you order a matcha at some place outside of Starbucks, you got to make sure you ask them, is it sweetened or unsweetened? And then you got to make sure if it's not sweetened, you got to make sure you tell them to sweeten it too. So free game. Free game. You feel me?
What I will do at times when these artists are in need or something is going on for me to keep my relationship or maybe keep their favor.
If it's any women watching this, women, say I'm not wrong. Come on. Women. If it's any women in the chat, y'all know about the Starbucks. Y'all know how they be doing with the ice, and say I didn't just put them on game. I'm just saying.
Of the artist when I need them to do something. Or when there is other options for them to do something. And I'm the one... And I'm one of... Did he sign? I digress. Let's keep going because it gets worse. Wait till y'all hear this shit. But what I will do at times with these artists are... What I will do at times when these artists are in need or something is going on for me to keep my relationship or maybe keep their favor of the artist... when I need them to do something, or when there is other options for them to do something, and I'm one of them options. I will do things. I'm going to read that again. Now, I have no contracts with not one of my artists, not one. But what I will do at times when these artists are in need or something is going on for me to keep my relationship or maybe keep their favor of the artist when I need them to do something.
The finest of the Cambodian breast milk. The finest of the Cambodian breast milk. The only thing better than the Cambodian breast milk is this hot fire that Dylan spits. He rhymes and he rips and he rips and he rhymes. Nobody can spit like Dylan spits.
Or when they're...
Dylan, and Dylan.
There's another option for them to do something, and I'm one of those options. I will do things. A lot of these artists portray themselves to be one thing, and they're not that.
Wack saying that to the judge is freaking wild. Like, crazy. You feel me? That nigga Wack is ruthless. And it's still going, y'all. I didn't pause it.
So did Blueface do that show and make him executive producer on it? Because he needed him to do something to keep the relationship with Ray J? Isn't Blue in need right now? Hasn't Blue been in need? Somebody gonna hate when I say this, but there's a reason that him and Krishan don't get along. I think they see each other. He know he can't put a fast one on her, and she knows what he all about. Child, let's continue. Now, what I did tell the attorney was everything that Fifth Amendment has sent Mr. Taylor is in there. Everything. Year 2. I may go out to a label.
My nigga Smack Day 11. Smack Day 11. Smack Day 11. Hey, Mods, just so I can say it, I'm glad B News TV came in. That nigga's a op. Forever. Get on that nigga. Get on that nigga. Get on that nigga. Ah, I'm glad you came through, B News. Man, spin that nigga, bro. Get that nigga.
May say, hey, we need an album. Who can do...
Yeah, you double fence two sides of the shit playing ass nigga. Get on that nigga. Mods, get on that nigga. Get on that nigga. B News TV. Yeah, he's out. B.News TV. And we thought we had love for bro. He's an absolute weirdo, bro. Absolute weirdo. Peel that nigga cap. Get that nigga.
We do an album with, right? And I go out, I talk to 3-4 different artists and see who's available. Maybe find guys who don't have a deal. And I'll start up, broker a deal. Say, hey, if I deliver you 300,000, will you give me 12 songs? They don't get no residuals. They don't get no royalty.
Wait, hear that again. Hear that again.
I talk, we need an album. Who can, everything.
Hey, Smack, you hip to this shit, fool? Y'all might have some cold conversation about this one. I'm gonna say, Smack, I'm about to text you this link right now, what I'm watching.
Year 2. I may go out to a label, may say, hey, we need an album. Who can we do an album with, right? And I go out, I talk to 3-4 different artists and see who's available. Maybe find guys who don't have a deal. And I'll start up, broker a deal. Say, hey, if I deliver you 300,000, will you give me 12 songs? They don't get no residuals. They don't get no royalties. They don't get none of that. They say, yeah, then I'll...
Oh boy, still on you. React to his last vid. That's 7Z World. Get his bitch ass out of here, mods. Get his bitch ass out of here. You gonna come in here telling me what a snitch did and not how you pressed a snitch? What? And then gonna say react to a snitch to a rat? Nigga, please, get the fuck out of here. Get on that bitch ass nigga. Mods, get that whole ass nigga out of here. 7Z World? Yeah, nigga. 7 mods finna be on your motherfucking head. Get his ass out of here. 86,000 seconds. You're gone, big dog. Tell me nothing that a snitch ass nigga said. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Gonna come in here telling me what a snitch said. Gonna come in here telling me what a nigga that told said. Nigga, what the fuck is going on with you niggas? And then you gonna say react to what a snitch... Nigga! The fuck is wrong with you niggas? I can see you, a lot of you niggas ain't had y'all daddies in y'all lives, bro.
Double back and go back to the label and say, okay, well, I need 700,000 to do this album. Because I have to still pay for studio time. And go back to the label and say, okay, please. They don't get none of that. They don't get no residuals. And I go out, I talk to 3-4 different artists and see who's available. Maybe find guys who don't have a deal. And I'll start up, broker a deal. Say, hey, if I deliver you 300,000, will you give me 12 songs? They don't get no residuals. They don't get no royalties.
And she just said that he take that same situation into the label. He needs 700 for the woo wop of the wooty bam. So he get an artist 3. He gonna tell the label he needs 7. Off that 7, he gonna probably walk away with, the artist get 3, so that puts you at 4. He might spend a hundo on the bundo. You feel me? He might spend a hundo on the bundo. But you can get a 12-song project done for sure fucking $10,000. For sure. For sure. You feel me? So, we're gonna see.
They don't get none of that. They say, yeah, then I'll double back and go back to the label and say, okay, well, I need 700,000 to do this album. Because I have to still pay for studio time, producers, clearance fees, everything I have to pay for to deliver a free and clear album to the label. Now, what happens is, whatever is left in the pot, whether it's 100 grand, 60 grand, whatever is left in the pot after I pay that artist its set fee.
Oh, he for sure got his own studio. For sure got his own studio. And as far as bro needed to be educated, oh yeah, we gave him some good hands-on knowledge you can't get in college. Good pack out. Sometimes don't nothing get you right faster than a pack out.
And I pay all the other little things I have to pay to turn this album in. That's the money Fifth Amendment makes. I'm just a...
However, what Wack is doing is not illegal. That is called the music business. That right there is not called the music game. That right there is not called the entertainment game. That right there is called the music business. You will always be forever robbing Peter to pay Paul. Let me say this to all my deep brother and sisters who are across the nation of my black skinned people who like to talk like this, and because we are so awakened by deep thought, that is not called the music game. That is not called the entertainment game. That is called the music business, where Peter will be robbed by Paul to pay Shirley and Steve. But that is how, yeah, that's pretty much how I go, big dog. That's pretty much how it goes sometimes. So that is often common practice within the music business. You feel me? You just, the Big Banger said you just yapping. Damn, you know what's crazy, Big Banger? You know what's crazy? You won't be yapping at all. Damn. Oh, they got you before me. It's all right. It's cool. Bow. Thanos, you're gone.
I just signed on Cash Money. I just received a $500,000 wire last week for an artist that I had to send $150,000 to. So that's what I do. My wife is my president of the company. I am CEO of the company. The wife is the president and he is the CEO of the company. Just set your wife up.
Well, I don't think he was setting his wife up. I think that he was keeping the money in the family. And I am never really upset at anybody for keeping their money within their own household, within their own family. Every race of person does it. And I love to see black people doing it too.
I'ma just throw my wife in the lion's den. Why not? Thank you. My office hours are between 9 and 5. That time was what?
And keep in mind, Wack walked into the courtroom uninvited, unprovoked, and just decided to say all this.
That time was the lies. She said Wack is lying. Bingo, De Niro Jones. I like you, because you be on it. Mm-hmm. Him. Yeah, her, I mean. You could say that again. They all going down. Okay, so now let's continue. Okay, then when it comes to Mr. Taylor, I've known Mr. Taylor for a very, very long time. This hard money thing, it got done based upon my relationship. It was a hard money loan. As you know, it's not conventional.
Sam Wright, can you please drop another comment explaining what you mean more about explaining more what you mean about that? I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions, bro.
Somebody I knew, investors, they want to put their money up. They didn't trust Mr. Taylor. But the 10-year relationship I had with the guy, he did it based upon my handshake.
So far, the only thing we're learning from this is what we already knew, that Wack has whatever on the game, and that's what keeps him in the game's relationship going, as he has whatever on Blueface, as he has whatever on Ray J. There are no actual crimes being committed here. It's just business and business dealings. And are there a lack of low ethics, low morals, and low what's the word I'm looking for? Etiquette? Yes, definitely. Crimes? No. Like, all this is just us, like, we already knew Wack was a piece of shit when it came to business. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, that's whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's not nothing new. Like, I'm not seeing anything too, this is breathtaking. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue though. But I'm not, so far or maybe this is just all information I already knew. So maybe that's why I'm not shocked and it's new to y'all. And maybe that's why y'all shocked. But common sense dictates that, you know, with the amount of trouble that the game gets in and the amount of things that he goes through, something like this would definitely make sense if you understood any basic level of, you know, music business. So I'm just saying, like, none of this is like, it's just like, okay, yeah, well, the game's an idiot, and Wack was smarter than him, and now he's like stuck to this nigga forever. It's like Venom and Eddie Brock.
But my handshake.
Nah, Venom and Eddie Brock is way cooler than that. It's like Robin following around Batman because DC Universe is entirely fucking trash, for sure, definitely.
Is saying, hey, look, anytime things go bad, I will fill in the blanks to maintain my relationship. He breached it. They foreclosed on him as we speak. He breached that. Is this man admitting to illegal activity? I swear to God, this sound like a hood gangster, like a Tubi.
He's not admitting to illegal activities. He's just admitting to less than smiled upon business ideals and ways of dealing. But this is not technically illegal at all.
Gangster movie. So it was a third on the home for like 70.
Wait, don't say what again? That the DC universe is absolutely trash, and this is like Batman and Robin because it's too Tweedledee and Tweedle fucking dumb. Like Batman and Robin and Iron Man will whoop the entire fucking shit out of Batman. Because what we not finna do is act like Batman can whoop Iron Man. Because that's not what's going on, big dog. So we not finna get into all that on Barbara Walters. That's what's not going on the Dead Anchors, bro. That's not what's going on. So not what we doing. So let's just go ahead and go back into this. He did say too much. He did definitely say too much.
Grand. That was due, right? Came January, February, whatever it was due, I get the call. Hey, this is not in. This, that. Guy's not responding, such and such. I call the guy, hey, they need 70 grand. Man, I don't have it. I don't know how. I don't know what to do, right? I call my friend back. I tell you what, I'll get you 70 grand. I send it to you on my end. House is good. House is good. I tell Mr. Taylor, hey, listen, something is going.
You know what makes Batman worse than Iron Man? It makes Iron Man better than Batman. While Iron Man's doing cool things like sitting at Randy's Donuts, probably smoking a joint, eating the donut inside the donut, waiting for an actual crime. Batman's ready to break your arm because you're on the corner selling a gram. Right. Here comes Magic sitting on your block selling a little gram of weed. Are you selling weed over here? And all of a sudden, this nigga just whoops your fucking feet, breaks your fucking arm because you was selling a gram. That's Batman. Too much free time on his hand. Meanwhile, Iron Man somewhere flying around doing cool ass shit like saving the world from Thanos. Nigga. Yeah. Right. Exactly. You feel me? Batman is propaganda for law enforcement. 12. I like that. That's right, Sam. Keep going.
to come up. I don't know where. Somebody may call me for a show or whatever it may be. Or I may say I need 30 grand. And he's gonna go on that stage and dance. And I'm gonna make 30 of my 70 back. That's what I do.
I put these ninjas on stage like monkeys to perform and they give me my money back. I get these niggas out of situations and I make these niggas pay me back my money. Yeah. Batman best friends with Commissioner Gordon, snitch ass. Yeah, nigga. Iron Man was ready to whoop Captain America's feet. That nigga said, fuck America, nigga, I'm Iron Man. Huh. Anyway, Wack got these niggas in a cold twist. That's what we do now. That's what the fuck we do now. Based upon if all this is true, based upon what he has said, Wack got these niggas in a cold twist. You're gonna put yourself in debt. I'm gonna get you out the debt. Then I'm gonna put you in a deeper debt. Now your dumb ass is on stage dancing for me and you're gonna dance your way all the way out of this motherfucking debt till I get my chili back. It's business though. It's not illegal. It's just business. Word is Batman's on meth now. Hilarious.
On my shoulder. Y'all better come hunt me down. Y'all better find me if I get tapped on my shoulder. Well, according to this Latrina, he ain't got no contract. Anyway, he said, I need 30 grand and he's going to go on that stage and dance and I'm going to make 30 of my 70 back. Remember Blue said he don't make no money in music? That's why he started going to TV. Remember I was telling y'all that Krishan showed him a new way to make money and Wack ain't like that?
Did Krishan Rock put Blueface on the entertainment TV bag? And that's why Wack and Krishan Rock ain't fucking with each other? Because Krishan Rock said, hey, we could do the woo-wop of the wooty-bam like this and like that and like that and like this. And Wack ain't had no love for that hoe, so she had to chill until the next episode? Is that how it happened? Is that the woo-wop of the wooty-bam of the whatchamacallit? Huh. That would be interesting.
After reading this, I don't believe that he wanted him to stay out of trouble. You want him in trouble so he can stay indebted to you. Because the more you do for him, the more he owe you. It's a lot of guys out here who want to live the life and who don't have what it takes to live the life. So I sit back like a vulture and I let them get in trouble. And I come as a friend and I fill in the blanks. And I make that 30K favor may make me 100 grand. That's what I do. And I do it more than just him. I work with people like Nick Cannon. I just did a diaper deal with Nick Cannon, Incredible Diapers. I work with everybody. He's just not the only person I work with. Mr. Williams, you're...
Damn. Nigga Wacko. God damn. He said he extort whoever. But it's not really even an extortion, though, because y'all coming to him willingly. And if he got to give you 30, you got to give him 100 back. And how desperate are you? You feel me? Sheesh. Wack got a penitentiary mindset that he's applied to the free world. Wack is like the person when you go into the county and you ain't got no commissary. They tell you, hey man, I'm finna give you all these soups and I'm finna give you Wooty Bam and blah, blah, blah. And you think that they showing you love, but then when it comes time to it to the next store, they're like, hey, what happened to all them soups that I gave you? Wooty Bam, blah, 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 Wooty Bam, Wooty Bam, Wooty Bam. And now you're fucked out of the woo-wop of the whatchamacallit. You feel me? Again, nothing that he's doing is illegal. He's just, if you're smarter, if you're dumb enough to get into the bed with him, it is what it is.
I would say that explanation further goes to the fact that Mr. Taylor does not have a...
Hey, but this nigga is admitting himself to be a vulture. Like, he literally is calling himself a vulture. Like, you know what I'm saying? So at that point, can you be mad at this nigga for being anything outside of what he's admitting himself to be?
Beneficial interest in Fifth Amendment. This was based on assumption. You heard it from the...
Bingo. Wack is using the same tactics as Suge Knight, just better.
Horse's mouth. There is no beneficial interest, and we certainly know there is no direct or indirect interest. And I believe that that testimony, in addition to what we've been trying to explain, that shows that there's no beneficial interest, and there isn't. That will require Mr. Jones to provide those documents if there is not beneficial interest. Wack. And I can show you straight up where eMusic sent me 700 grand. I sent Mr. Taylor 200 of that. You know, it's just, I was like, I'm a straight broker company for those people who have put themselves in a situation that they can't get out of. He sounds like a loan shark. I kept saying in my head, what does this sound like? He sounds like a straight up loan shark. He said all of this in court. He was talking like this and sitting inside the court. Girl, we are reading the transcripts. The transcripts, the court docs, this is a transcript.
But see, here's the thing too. Are you mad at Wack for being the one smart enough to capitalize? Or are you mad at the game being the one dumb enough to get involved with it? Because if it wasn't Wack, then whom would we be talking about as far as these finances concerned? Because it sounds like no matter what he would have done, the game was going to make this decision to do this with someone regardless. So Wack said, hey, why not me? You feel me? He said very clearly, hey, if they owe me $30,000, you're going to end up paying me back $100,000. Hey, I enjoy when my artists stay in trouble because it keeps me on a range of them needing me and me able to facilitate deals and facilitate problems to be solved for them in order for me to stay in their good graces or in their pockets or what have you with a certain level of control in order to get done what I want to get done. So, I mean, marking it up 200 to 300% is mafia for, man, this nigga's like a fucking DC villain because Marvel would never, like a DC villain. He's like the Penguin. Because niggas can never be Thanos. Not go crazy here.
He said all of this in the courthouse, girl, to the judge. This is why I'm chuckling to myself. He sound like a combination of Big Red and a freaking loan shark. Oh, okay. I'm a straight broker company.
But again, like, what is she... Outside of, like, now we're hearing him have said these things, like, is anyone in this chat, like, 100% like surprised by this, like shocked by this. I feel like these are all things that he's all like, if he never admitted to saying, already has alleged to have said and alluded to have said anyway. Like, is this like the most shocking thing that you guys have heard today? Like, is anybody like super like, oh my god, haha? Has anybody had an aha moment, or like is it just like, oh okay, yeah, we figured that this was going on?
Themselves in situations they can't get out of, and it may sound bad, but somebody has to do it, and that's what I do, and I do it more than just him. On the record, I'm telling you that I have contracts to prove that. This man couldn't even tour Europe. He missed so many. He's his own worst enemy. He missed so many dates. Nobody trusted the man to tour anywhere. He couldn't even tour the United States. He hasn't toured the United States in the last 3 years because he's no shows. He doesn't show up. Things happen, whatever. They don't trust him. So what I did, when I found out through a little birdie, I see him that...
Talking about the game. Sheesh.
Hey, man, he can't even get game to tour Europe. I utilized my resources and went to all of these little bitty venues that hold 500, 700 people and say, hey, if I can deliver this guy, what can we do? So they gave me a number. And I say, hey, listen, you know, you can't go to Europe. Don't sound like much. I can get you 150 grand, 200,000 for 30 days. To the world, they think this man is a millionaire. This man is broke. Those bank statements show you he is broke.
Wack just said the game is broke. If you refer to Marvel cast as Disney superheroes ever again, management, I'ma see you, my nigga. I'ma see you, my nigga. This is what we not gonna do. That was a shocker that he just dropped. What we not gonna do? Management, hear me and hear me well. If you ever disrespect Deadpool again by calling my nigga a Disney superhero, we gonna have a problem, big dog. We gonna have a problem. We gonna have a problem. Don't you ever refer to the fucking Avengers as Disney superheroes. All right? Back to this.
Y'all know I can't hold stuff in. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. There might be one coming down the pipeline, but I ain't said nothing, so you ain't heard nothing from me.
If the game is broke and she is booking Wack shows, what does Wack do then? Wack is, but see, here's the thing too, though. Like, again, what Wack is doing is extremely smart on the business aspect. Hey, the game will sell out a $700,000, $800,000 people crowd. That's without a fact, without a doubt. That's an extreme fact. So, well, we don't trust you to go across the country and all this kind of stuff and get the millions that you should be getting because you're, you know what I'm saying, have a bad name and apparently you're blackballed by promoters and all that kind of stuff. So to build it up, instead of one show that gets them 500,000, you know what I'm saying, we're going to get you all these little shows that can equal up eventually to that 500,000 and we can keep you into this and keep you into that and blah, 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 and all this and all that and all that, blah, blah, blah. If the game had finances and if the game was really on top of his ish, it wouldn't be Deadpool is a break baby of Marvel. Hey, my nigga, you want to get down, bro. Like, hey, hold on, management. You want to get down, bro. You just said that Deadpool is a break baby of Marvel. You want to get down, my nigga. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. You want to, you trying to. You don't, bro. Don't do that. Don't. And if anybody agree with this nigga, I'ma fucking block your ass. Don't, nigga. You doing too much. You doing too much. You feel me? Anyway. So that does make sense why Game says things like he's afraid to fly and blah, 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 and all this and all that. But what Wack is doing is taking his piece. So I don't think that, that is, again, like, I don't think that's a bad business move. I think that that's a pretty smart business move on Wack's end, actually. Like, if, you know, because you got to think, a manager only gets paid off what the artist collects. You feel me? If the artist ain't got nothing to collect because he don't show up and he always fucking up the chili, well, shit, as a manager, you got to do something. Freaky ass ninja, he a Disneyland guy.
Himself like this is Clubhouse. Yo, you can't. figure out, wait a minute, what page are we on? We on page 45. Let me go back to page 1. Just so y'all can see, I ain't bullshitting. I am not bullshitting you. Okay, it says right here, transcripts of proceedings before Honorable Gary Finner. This is the transcripts.
Don't worry about it. Names are hard.
I'm not freaking lying to you. I went to the wrong page. Wait a minute, because I forgot that quick. Okay, hold on. We already read all of this. Yo, I can't make this up. Okay, that he can't go into the world and a millionaire. Okay, he's broke. Those bank statements show you he's broke. So I get my money from this guy in Europe, and then I give him his little 150 or 200 grand, whatever it may be. You have artists of his stature that make that in one night. I takes this man, just so I explain to you, because I know 200 grand in 30 days sounds like a lot of money. It takes this man to make what one artist of his
stature. Words are hard. Stature. Don't worry about it.
One night, 1 hour show takes him 30 days to make. He is a seedless artist with an ageless persona. I'm never gonna make it to journalism if I don't learn how to stop this shit. I can't help it. Let's try this again. It takes this man to make with one artist of his stature, one night, 1 hour show. It takes him 30 days to make it. 30 days to make it. He is a seedless artist with it.
The game been Bow Wow type broke for a minute. Oh shit. The game been Bow Wow type broke for a minute, for a while now. That's what he said. Bow Wow type broke is fucking hilarious. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Bow Wow type broke and Action Turtle Kids. That's what for my $500.
Ageless persona.
Oh.
That's what he is. He doesn't have life insurance. I mean, certain things I talk to him as a friend. He just doesn't have dental insurance.
Hey, you know what? That could be true. Jasmine the Diva, this could be all a shielding from a lawsuit. If there's no money to take, there's no money to take.
Nothing is. He doesn't have life insurance. I mean, certain things I talk to him as a friend. He just doesn't have dental insurance. Nothing. A guy owed me a favor. He said I have a Lamborghini. The Lamborghini, that's my car. I don't want to drive a Lamborghini. It's an old Lamborghini. It's 2010. I don't want to be responsible for the maintenance. I got this Lamborghini. Can I do this with you? Then we call it square? No problem. Hey, listen, gang, you know what? About this Lamborghini. Want it? Yeah, I want it.
This nigga said this is why the game didn't go to the K-Dot show. He couldn't afford a ticket. You niggas were sick, bro.
Listen, I got a few things coming up.
You niggas are sick.
I will need you to fill in the blanks. I have this TV thing I'm working on called The Industry that I'm doing with Cash Money Records. Let me highlight that real quick. Let me highlight that. Never had an interest in TV. Remember he said that. That ain't what that say. That ain't what this says. Anyway, I may need you to play a role in it. I need you to show up and fill in. I'm not going to drive this car. Whatever you want. You let me drive the Lamborghini, you're dealing with a guy who's 39. But man, responsibilities, that understand finances, you know, if he sees the candy bar, he's going to take it. And I utilize it to my best interest. And everything I'm talking about, I can show you. The judge. Okay, I will just say one thing, and then I will ask for Mr. Silberman's thoughts. One thing I would say is that Mr. Taylor missed a couple dates in Chicago. So I know how the folks in Europe feel. But let me ask Mr. Silberman, does that alleviate or clear up or mitigate your concerns about Fifth Amendment's angle to this post-judgment discovery issue that we are dealing with? Mr. Silberman, unfortunately, Your Honor, it doesn't. First of all, Mr. Jones, I appreciate your coming into court, and I appreciate you coming into this proceeding and agreeing to answer questions and discuss this. Because the heart of the matter, I think right now, and I have an opportunity to see some statements for Fifth Amendment, JP Morgan Chase account ending in, and I have seen, just for an example, this is just out of notes that I took going through some of these records. I see deposits in 2016. This is 2 years ago, just about to a month. 2 years ago. He got payments in your account, First Amendment. I mean, yeah, he got payments into your account, Fifth Amendment, Fifth Amendment from E1 for $105K. Looks like
Gangland Neem, the I before the E. DM me right now on Instagram so we can exchange information, so we can put together a live together right now. That's what needs to happen in this exact moment. Gangland Neem. Shout out to Gangland Neem. Make sure you DM me right now, bro. Trap News Network is the same as YouTube. TRAPNEWSNETWORX. Trap News Network. Gangland Neem. The I before the E. Make sure you put the I before the E. It's always I before E except after C, but don't worry about it. That's an entirely different conversation for an entirely different day. DM me, bro. DM me, bro. Had to get that out.
There's a reference to all eyes. Hold on 1 second, guys. Then there was $100,000 partial advance in 1992. They done went all the way back into this man's business to 1992, which I believe is an album song.
But then I did, now that somebody mentioned it, this could be what Wack was talking about when he said that this was all the show to cover up the fact that they didn't want to pay this girl the money. This could all be a flu flam. A flu flam could be a foot. Wow. Flu flam could be a foot. It could be a flu flam a foot. It could be a flu flam a foot. It could be a flu flam a foot. All this could be to mask the fact that they do not want to pay this girl. That could be true. 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 Or game could really be broke and not be able to afford tickets to the Kendrick Lamar concert. That could be true as well too. But let's see.
I'm not sure. Deposits for the game concert 2 years ago in the UK.
It does sound like a play. It does sound like a play. It does sound like a play. It sounds like it's some truths. It sounds like it's some falsehoods. And it feels like there are enough truths to where the lies don't seem so bad. How do you make somebody believe a lie? Add an embarrassing truth with it. You feel me? That's all I'm saying.
In 2016, Atlanta, Georgia, North Carolina, and Providence, Minnesota, Billings, Montana, all in 2016. Then I see deposits in November of 2016 totaling $300,000 for the game's U.S. and European tour. I have also seen recently that there were 2 deposits made in late 2017 from a tour that Mr. Taylor had that you arranged for him in Europe. I believe it was February or March of this year, says deposits there. So I've seen many hundreds of thousands of dollars from E1 and various concert promoters into Fifth Amendment's bank account. And my question is this: do you have a formal arrangement with Mr. Taylor, whether it's JTT Holdings or JCon Terrell Taylor individually? Do you have formal arrangements with contracts in terms by which you would
50 Cent did do it, not to pay child support, Chapter 11, for sure.
Take in money for his?
But here's the thing, though. It's messed up because You doing all this to avoid a payment for the game allegedly touching that girl. If the judge said that he touched the girl and all that kind of stuff, I ain't saying that it's always 100% true, but this is wild. Either the game really did not touch this girl, or if the game really don't want to pay this girl. But something is interesting about that story, because the whole point of this case was, you know, the girl alleged at the game, you know, woo-wop and wooty-bammed her and all that kind of stuff, which is still crazy to me, though. And I never really believed it 100%, because why didn't you go to the police? Like, that would be, like, the clearest thing to me. Like, why did she go for a bag and not for an arrest? You feel me? So I can see why that could be a reason why they're so, like, adamant about, like, I ain't finna pay this, you know, whatever she lying. Because she never went for the police about it. Like, if she really got assaulted like that, why wouldn't you go to the police? Why are you going for a bag? He was found guilty. He was found guilty in civil court, never in criminal court. Like, why did you sue? Why did you go for an arrest? Like, that is a crime. You feel me? Like, that's the crime. You feel me? Like, that's what I'm wondering. Like, why did you take it to civil court, or like to like sue and get some money out of the situation, when you could have taken it to criminal court and still did the exact same lawsuit for the chili? You could have actually have done both. You feel me? So that's where I was always confused at. You feel me? Yeah, he just didn't show up to court. She won by default. But that's not criminal court and civil court is actually not the same thing. It's two totally different things. Two totally different things. Two totally different things. The best I can say is the nigga knows the power of connections. Very great tool to have. Plus the knowledge of gameplay in my match. You can play and shoot for sure. That's definitely true. That's definitely true. You're a bum. Your is actually the word you were looking for a while. You apostrophe R-E. Mods, jerky, 86,000 seconds. Appreciate it. You know, whatever. Yeah, it's definitely not the same thing. Yo, so like, Neem, am I tripping? Mods, am I tripping? Like, why not go for it? Because you can go to criminal courts against someone and still take them to civil court. Like, you can do both things. You feel me? So like, I'm just go.
Is, you know, effort for his labor. And Mr. Williams answered, Mr. Silverman, no. I want to know, is there a formal? Mr. Williams answered, and Mr. Jones, Wack 100. I answer all questions. Let me answer. Mr. Silverman, provided you are willing, even now, to provide an accounting. Mr. Jones, they were cutting each other off in here, baby. Wack, everything you just asked me, I'll explain to the judge of what I explain to the judge of what I do. Mr. Silverman, I understand. Wack, if you want to send me $100,000, I just explained to the judge what I do. I broker every deal. I have no Mr. Silverman. Understand. Wack, never had a contract. I have never had a contract with JC on Terrell Taylor or the game. Never in life. I dealt with him on handshake. Mr. Silverman, Wack, deals, court. Hold on, Mr. Silverman. Let Mr. Jones finish. Baby, I should have did voices. I have never had a contract. I have never had anything that stipulates I am only paying a certain percentage. Most managers are business people. They make 10 to 20%. 20% if that's a new artist who's just making it. 10% if it's an artist that makes a lot of money, okay? I'm not, if you look at the numbers, if I had $500,000 come in and I broker a deal to give him 200,000 of that, that's not a 10 or 20% deal. I'm not working for these people. I'm going to work with these people. It's been a bunch of situations to where the money didn't make sense to me, and I simply let it go.
Management, you're on fire today, bro. What you want today, my nigga?
Everything you're saying is correct. I get money from E1. I said it on the record before you said it, right? But Europe, that's two numbers going on. It's a number of negotiating with one side and a number that I'm negotiating with the artist. My first time fee to him, they see if they will do the service. And if it makes sense to me, Mr. Silverman, you had the courts. Hold on, Mr. Silverman. You gotta let Mr. Jones finish, and then you can ask more questions. Mr. Jones, if it makes sense to me to do Europe, right? Okay, I'm going to break it all down to you. It's more. When I go, you see them send $500,000, and I negotiate maybe 250 with Mr. Taylor, right? Remember, all he's doing is showing up. I have to provide travel. I have to pay for the bus. I have to pay for the back line for his band, the hotel room. Now they're telling me, Mr. Jones, we're going to give you $500,000. Can you deliver this artist or the artist? Or this artist? This artist or that artist or this artist? My wife then breaks down what hotels gonna cost me, flights gonna cost me, what everything is gonna cost me, minus what I gotta go over here and do back and forth. Because I'm gonna start the guy low, like any other thing. Hey, I got $100,000. No, okay, I want 300. I could do maybe 225. I'm doing back and forth because just like an auction, I'm looking at my number. When I see the number of something I can live with, then I will close it. As you see, I'm paying.
It seems like Wack is just perfected overall being like the absolute ultimate middleman. Yeah, boom. Perfect middleman. He's like perfected being an absolute middleman. He knows who has, he know who don't got, who know who need, who know who don't got. He connects the dots and all that kind of stuff. And again, it's not, it's nothing he's doing is illegal. It's honestly just business. You feel me? Honestly, just business. For real, for real.
Him very minimal. If I showed you the contract I got from Europe, 600,000, 700,000, 800,000 versus the crumbs I pay this artist, then you understand what I'm telling you. Yo, this nigga. Sorry, y'all.
All right, y'all. I'm finna get up out of here to the next one, man. I gotta, y'all get it. Go watch The Girl Henny. Get all this woo-wop and wooty bands, man. I got therapy in 4 minutes, so I'm finna actually roll the blunt, get ready for my therapy session because I gotta work on what's going on in here so I can work on what's going on in here so I can give it to here. You feel me? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. Make sure I hit that news you can use. Knowledge you can't get in college. Red dots to the left. Free Avenue Angel till he's freemium, man. I hope that y'all go watch The Girl Henny. Get the rest of that information from her, man. She was giving us some good knowledge, though. You can't get in nobody's college, though, man. We up out here to the next one. Neem, I hit you in the DM, big dog.